Hello and welcome to yet another video in my series about printing for artists. This is another offset proofing press video, setup video, and focuses on my renovation of this DUFA 4 that I've been doing for over a year. So we talked about the paper bed and the plate bed, and we have not talked about leveling because I had already done that when I started this video series. But the press has to be as level as you can possibly get it, because then it'll work better. I can do a separate video about how I leveled the actual press, but the side rails here, which are on both sides of the press, they have to be leveled so that they're perfectly parallel and perfectly level. So that the press operates at its best. And once you've done that, and you have to also level the beds. And I originally, when I first did this, I used this level here, which I found on eBay. It's a Starrett 12-inch machinist level. I also used that to level the side rails. There are more accurate levels, even more accurate levels that are to an even higher tolerances, that are called master precision levels, but they're too expensive and I was unable to rent one or borrow one. So this, I think, is actually pretty good. It's, you can look it up online and for the tolerances, but it's a Starrett number 98 machinist level. So what I did is I basically had this level and I got the bubble as even as I could. You can see here it's not quite adjusted because I'm readjusting everything. There are these bolts that raise and lower the corners of the beds. Some of the presses, they'll actually have them in the bed itself. This one has them here, and there's, remember, please keep in mind that there is a set screw here. So if you start, you're going to mangle this if you don't loosen the set screw, which is that one's sticking out. You can see it, and there, that loosens with an Allen key first. Whoops, down here. And it's a little bit of a fussy work. I think a professional who does it all the time, a machine person, would be able to do this quite quickly. But keep in mind that just if you visualize this flat plane, if you raise one corner, it will also affect the others. So raising one corner can lower another, and so on. And the other thing is that if you loosen, if you go too far out of adjustment, basically the press is just hanging there. It's actually no contact at all. So I ended up definitely having to mess around for a while. And again, someone with more experience would do a better job than me, for sure. And over here, there were these different kinds of set screws that this wheel here had to be turned to raise and lower it. And that was really a pain. Some of these, this one here in particular, was really stuck and hard to turn. Anyway, I got very close with the bubble level, and then I was talking to one of my friends who uses these presses, and he talked about using a packing gauge to get the level of the bed exact in relationship to the side rails. And I just found this one on eBay. I got a really good deal. It was like 38, 39 bucks, and this has a micrometer on the top, and it'll measure the difference in the height between things. You see that button there that sticks out, and then this is a machined piece of aluminum here along the bottom. So similar to a level, but it measures the relative height of things. This is a packing gauge, so the reason I bought it is because I can get these beds closer, and when I did my solid yellow sheets, I did have some doubts about how level these were in terms of what I was able to get with this bubble level, which is very, very close, I noticed, in comparison to the packing gauge. But I can also use the packing gauge to measure my packing. So in my other video about press packing, I talked about that the different kinds of blankets are not the same as they used to be. So I'm going to have to be able to build up the packing to the exact right thickness, and so this is also going to help me with that. Okay, well, thanks for watching. That's my most recent video about leveling the beds on this DUFA 4. Thanks for watching.